Hey, oh sorry. My name is Patricia. I quit working at ShopRite and now I make $65 per hour. How? I'm working online. My work didn't exactly make me happy. So I decided to take a chance on something narrow after 4 years. It was so hard to quit my day job, but now I can't be happier. Here's what I do. Great thing about is that the only thing necessary is basic typing skills and access to internet. Find link and go. buzzbees4.com.
So my book is about Roger Ailes and Fox News and the transformation of the American news media. And it's a project that I spent the last couple of years researching and reporting. The book will be published in 2013. And it's a book that really looks at how the culture has changed and how the whole concept of news has changed over the last 15 years that Fox News has been in existence. And the frame for the book is looking at how Roger Ailes has changed the culture going back to his early days working for Richard Nixon during the 1968 presidential campaign. The book touches on the themes of the merging of politics and entertainment and news into a form of communication that connects with the viewer on a partisan basis. And the fracturing and the polarization of the American news media is, I think, one of the great stories of our time. And Roger Ailes is a fascinating character and a vehicle to talk about that change because he's been present at the creation, going back to the 1968 presidential campaign working for Richard Nixon. He was part of a team that used television to transform the way the public connected with a candidate, and he leapfrogged the American news media because the press had been so hostile to Richard Nixon going back to his days as vice president and his failed 1962 run for governor. And so the idea was to use television to jump over the heads of the national news media and the commentators to connect directly to the viewer. And that has been a sort of seismic change in the way politicians have now used television through ads and controlled television to connect with their supporters. I think Fox News is a one-of-a-kind phenomenon in that he is a unique genius and a talent that has programmed and used television to connect with viewers on a level that far outpaces any other television executive of his generation. Now, that said, I think Fox News has been at the forefront of a change that has happened over the last generation, in that Americans have gravitated increasingly towards partisan news outlets, and so he is obviously the most effective and successful of those executives. But MSNBC and others have tried to counter-program to what Fox has done to carve out an audience, and I think the days of being all things to all people is gone forever, and Americans will continue to gravitate towards sources that confirm their worldview, and he has been more than anyone at the forefront of that shift. So I think what's fascinating is that the media culture and the political culture sort of feed off each other, and it's hard at times to figure out which one is the dominant force in driving the bus. But I think if you look at how Fox has counter-programmed to the Obama White House during the last 4 years, they helped foster this Tea Party movement that was both great for television ratings and really helped sweep a lot of Republicans into Congress during the midterms. But by consequence, it sort of helped foster these candidates that were not electable in a general election for the presidential campaign in 2012. And so I think what's fascinating is you now have media driving politics in a way that is great for business and ratings, but necessarily may be harmful to the long-term health of the respective political parties. And I think maybe we'll see it on the left with MSNBC and other outlets encouraging a more populist form of politics that may be harmful to the Democrats as well. So I think the desire to chase ratings and viewers through partisan media, while great for short-term politics and business, may be harmful to the long-term idea of building stable political coalitions.